This is totally random.
Hello, I'm Franz. This is Andy.
Hello.
This is Totally Random, your periodic show about concrete5. Today is the 11th of October.
I think so.
All right, and 2013. And we're here to talk about concrete5, the awesome open source content management system that makes it easy to edit your website. In some news, since we last met, we've had some interesting spam adventures in our forum. Yes.
Fun.
Apparently, there is a slew of call girls awaiting your attention in Bangladesh.
A whole army of them.
Whole army. They are ready to go. Unfortunately, we had to delete all their posts, and we changed around how our community stuff behaves. So now there is a button. If you've been an active community member for a while and you've accumulated a certain number of karma points, you now should see a button on forum posts that says report as spam. And I don't know, do we want to show this? You've got an idea. So if you go to the forum post and you see something that says, whoa, this looks very nefarious. You're not logged in, don't worry about it. You can hit report as spam right up there where you normally would hit edit and delete, and that will mark the user as a troll so they can't post anything more.
Nice.
It'll put all those messages in a queue where Julia can see them, and then say, yeah, that's true, and it'll give her easy tools to submit it to Akismet so things get better over time.
Awesome.
It is awesome, and we are using Akismet. We have been using Akismet for some time. It usually works very well, but sometimes it takes it a while to learn that.
That's what it's an arms race. That's what
it is
these
an
guys
arms race.
do.
I don't know why it would take it a while to learn that call girls is not something that we want to see on concrete5.org, but
this is telling us something about ourselves.
Different strokes, I guess. Anyways, that was an awesome use of time, and I really appreciate all of that energy coming from that side of the planet. That really keeps things moving, guys. Good work. What else? We rearranged the homepage. There's now a Get Started button on the homepage that takes you to a hosting page. There we go. You click that button, and it'll take you right to a one-click sign up with Arvix and some other options from other budget hosts that we have worked with, and a little information about hosting with us. And then buried down there deep, you can get to just an instant trial that you can't get to the back end of. Just a word about this page and its value to the community and us. This is a wonderful thing. Clicking on those hosting providers and actually signing up helps the project quite a bit. We get very generous commissions from those fine businesses. We have spent considerable effort working with those companies, testing their setups, making sure that those sites run at an acceptable level of performance. If you are looking for a affordable and an easy to set up with 24-hour support, those are good companies to work with. We fully endorse that. No, if you are building a very complicated application that is going to get millions of people viewing it, obviously you should be looking at a dedicated server. Yes, if you have written sloppy code for 4 years and every host on earth is kicking you off, no, none of those guys is going to be any more excited about you coming their way than the last one. But if you're looking for a simple solution to a simple problem, all three of those guys are great, and we fully endorse them all, and we would really appreciate if you click on those links if you're going to use them, because that helps us keep moving.
And everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Everybody. That's what I know about news. I noticed in our little shenanigans that we have failed to include karma.
We have failed.
Are there karma picks this week that we want to look at?
Yeah, let's take a look at the leaderboard first.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, well, actually, you know what? We have an intro. I might as well play it.
Open it up!
Yes.
And now for the weekly winners. Come on down.
Alright, well, we have gamified the experience of working on an open source project. We have karma points that you win on concrete5 for doing so. You actually don't win them at all. You earn them.
You earn them.
You earn them.
Through your actions.
Blood,
Great
sweat,
work.
and tears. Great work and actions. So you can help people by hanging out in the forums and answering posts. You can promote the project. There's actually a little referral URL you can find if you dig around inside of your the karma section. And or you can do heavy lifting code development work and we will hand assign you karma points. You get points for doing all this stuff. There's a little current activity thing. Those add up. And at the end of the week, we award free add-ons and themes to the people who have accumulated the most karma points. So where are we at this week, Matt?
Looks like we have John the Fish getting a copy of the Whale Nevo Gallery for helping out.
Nice.
We have Canon F700 getting a copy of the Magic Tipple add-on for promoting concrete5.
Okay.
And JB Warren got a copy of the Domain Mapper for doing work.
Nice. Those are some strong community leaders doing what we know they do best, winning some good stuff that hopefully they'll be able to use on projects. Thank you to that. Thank you to everybody who's doing everything. It is, as I say every week that we do this, and indeed we feel it's really awesome to see this stuff happening whilst we sleep. Like with the spam conversation, where I came in a manager's meeting, we were talking about, we got to make this new reserved word list, and what was the word? It was like, let's put escort on there. It's like, well, what if I want to escort some code to the new GitHub repository?
Let's escort this code across the finish line.
Right, like I can't just block that out. And I suggested, why don't we just make this button? There's people who are awake all the time who want to help.
And they're clamoring for the tools.
And they are.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So thank you. I know we firmly have our tongue in cheek through most of this show, but this is part where we do sincerely mean thank you for all the help that you guys give us. We appreciate it. Stickers?
Yeah.
So many stickers.
Oh, that's
yes, funny stuff. Woo, what do you got here, Matt?
We got some cupcakes from NetJunkie279.
Delicious.
Those look delightful.
I had a conversation with my youngest daughter about cupcakes earlier in the day. We decided that nobody does not like cupcakes.
I think that's a solid
If you don't like cupcakes, we would encourage you to leave. Nice. It's like back of an HP workbook. HP uses concrete5 for some of their stuff.
That's true.
That's nice.
And I got another one here.
Extreme Creations.
Covering up all of outside.
It's like a monolith. It's like 2001 has floated down and... Oh, you think that's on a window?
No, I don't think so.
It's on a window, actually.
Oh.
What else you got?
And finally, we have one last one. This is from M. Locati. And this is M. Locati's pull request machine.
I see.
That's the beast.
And I think this was dedicated to Mike Lay.
Oh, Mike.
How wonderful.
Oh, I'm sure he's blushing right now. Sweet. We love the stickers. We love them when you stick them on things. If you love stickers, I don't see why you wouldn't, but if you do, we would love to send some to you. All you have to do is go to our marketplace page, go to the swag drop down, just as Matt's doing, and you'll see here there's stuff you can buy, awesome t-shirts. We got these killer USB keys that'll make you look super cool. They're made of bamboo and completely eco-friendly. We are from Portland. But down here at the bottom, if you don't want to spend any money, can't blame you, just put your full postage address into this form field, and we will mail you 5 stickers in an envelope paid for out of my pocket. Now, let's take a minute to talk about what a postage address is. Postage address is what you would tell your mom to send your cash to in the card on your birthday. I don't know how your mom rolls, but something in the mail, not the email. You can't send it to someone. It's got to be something. Cannot tweet you stickers. I need to send it physically in the mail to someone. It's got to have your name. If it doesn't have your name, we end up putting concrete5 lover on the top. And every time it comes back, they do not like concrete5 lovers at the USPS. So please use it, but use it wisely. For it's so sad when the stickers come back.
Yeah, no one wants that.
No one wants that. Time, energy, and money. Come on. But yeah, put it in there. We'll send you stickers. You put them on things. Send them pictures. You get free karma points for that. I mean, just put the picture on your notebook and send it in. You get karma points.
You don't even have to stick it on something.
Well, we prefer if you did, but we're not going to be picky. But it's simple and fun. So let's do that. I think it's time for our exciting new alternative swapped PRB.
Yeah, I agree.
Introducing Great Choice by Greg Joyce.
Well, I can't see Greg at all today. Greg is gone. Greg is
He's out.
vacating somewhere. I don't even know what he's doing. He's not responding to email. We've been sending snarky emails with funny stuff that Greg would love, and that IKEA or death metal band thing is right up his alley.
No,
And he
perfect.
hasn't written back at all. So I don't know what kind of choices he's making, good or bad. So we have brought in the ringer, I'm not going to say B string because I think he's more.
No, the estimable
Evan Cooper is filling in for Mr. Greg Joyce. Evan, what are you thinking of doing?
I'm thinking of driving through an oil slick, apparently.
It seems like you may already have.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I wasn't really sure, but I don't know if this is a great choice or a terrible choice, but you've got every color in the rainbow, so you can kind of decide for yourself, I guess.
Awesome.
It's really quite
I
beautiful.
demand to believe that car is pumping the worst house music ever.
I'm fairly certain it is at all times. But in a way that, like, the subwoofer is not...
It's totally frayed.
Yeah,
there's no
it's
subwoofer.
vibrating the whole car.
Yeah.
but
No,
not
it's
really poorly
They're
done.
rolling with the 40-watt system. All right. In all seriousness, what has happened in the PRB in the last week or two?
Well, we have approved a lot of stuff.
Excellent.
Lots of add-ons, lots of themes. So, yeah, we can just jump
Let's do
right into it. So, the first add-on we have is Background Image by Harvey Appleton. And this is an add-on you can use to apply a background image to basically any element in your site. So, generally it defaults to like the body, so you'd use this for the body of your website. Where this add-on differs from some of the other ones is this one's free, and it doesn't do the backstretch thing. It just kind of takes the image you provide it and stretches it to a certain dimension, and then it repeats it thereafter. So it's kind of a nice alternative if you just need a simple background image, or if you want to, you can target this one at like any element if you have some div that needs a background image.
Back in the 90s, we used to put background images in tables.
Oh man, we sure did.
Good times.
We sure did.
Yeah, we did.
Dream of the
Not
night.
breaking space.
The dream.
I feel like a web version of that. That's nice.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so,
look at this.
Nice one. This is the Romance theme by Jack and Jean. And it's, you know, a nice romantic theme. It's got some peaches and pinks and some roses. If you scroll down to the very bottom, you got some filigree there.
Ooh,
Classic
heart
for the
pulling.
joints.
Filigree.
And if you scroll up, I think you've got
Yeah.
a cursive font that is included.
That's
so,
a web font, huh?
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah,
Someone's getting murdered.
yeah. So
Yeah.
some marriages or
Oh
Valentine's
yeah.
Days.
Oh yeah. I can make a
Whatever
Valentine's
you-
site for my lovely lady.
Whatever you demand. So nice one there.
Good.
This is the fixed required labels from Here NT, and this is it helps out with an issue where in the core formed block, the little required stars don't live inside the label tag. So if you would like them to jump in there and be all nestled with the text, you can deploy this add-on and it will nestle them for you. So that will help you with your styling endeavors.
Nice. Whoa.
Yeehaw. This is Roni D Flesh Statistics. So this is kind of a, you know, atom bomb in a way, but a good one if you need it. Like if you're moving a site and you want to reset your stats, you would use this. It's definitely one you want.
It's like
No,
clear.
that's actually pretty
I see it.
helpful.
Yeah,
Since,
nice, yeah.
we've
So-
had sites where the statistics table gets extraordinarily large and gets a little slow.
Oh,
at
yeah.
that point. We've tried to, over the years, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's certainly this. I can see the appeal of this add-on in certain situations.
So does it actually delete that or wipe that table out, or is it just kind of like
Yeah, I
leave
believe
that
that's
data?
what it does.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it deletes the data. I don't think it kills the table because it wouldn't be able to.
Right. But deleting that data is probably a wise call because that
Yeah.
thing gets huge every so often.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you want to use it for maintenance, if you want to use it for
Well
site
done.
moving,
Well done. Yeah.
So, moving on, we got Enlil, I think that's how you pronounce that, transparent content. And what this does is it applies transparency to your content blocks. So you can apply like a blue background to, you know, your content blocks.
So it's like a
basically.
background image that is
Yeah.
somewhat transparent.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
and it also applies to Content Plus, the HTML block icon, and that's with 3 O's.
Ooh, are you
And,
sure it's not? No.
Yeah. Anyway, Universal Content Puller also included within there. So it applies to a couple blocks. So if you want to add a little transparent pizzazzle, you can do it.
Is that just like an extra block that goes on the page and it like knows the selectors for those blocks, or?
I think it might be a template.
Oh, okay.
They're
That makes
constant
sense,
block
actually.
Templates or
Okay.
templates for those other blocks. Yeah.
Cool.
This is the Valhalla vertical theme from C5 Theme Team, and this is
like
just a
the
nice responsive theme that is based on their Valhalla theme. And yeah, it's nice looking. It's got some, clean responsivity to it.
Cool.
Sweet.
You can see it existing on tablets over there. Next one is File Templates Plus from Hissy. And what this does, you can see that you would get a file block on a page, and these are just some templates that will give you an icon for
nice.
the file type.
That's fun. Yeah, I
Like,
could totally see that being
and,
very useful.
Yeah, so that's pretty handy. Orphan Page Inspector.
Ooh.
Yeah. This
pretty
one
serious.
is kind of an interesting one because it'll be useful if you have a need for it. This is very useful.
I bet.
If you had some upgrades or something happened where you have pages that exist without a corresponding parent,
Oh, wow.
they just kind of live in the ether, and you just
So this is a catastrophe fixer, or so potentially, yeah.
something of that nature.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
obviously it wouldn't be made without a particular use, and there have been some times when, imagine that be useful.
Yeah, so this is a good way to just kind of get those guys and get them out of there.
Very
So,
cool.
Yeah. This is the Whale Nevo Gallery by Chirac. By that previous Orphan Page Inspector was by Olds Green, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Whale Nevo Gallery by Chirac. This uses the jQuery Nevo Gallery, which I have used in the past on other projects, and it's a good one.
Nice.
And in this block, he uses kind of the standard transitions, which I think is a good choice because Nevo comes with some really tacky transitions if
Yeah,
you really
yeah.
want them.
Like the
Crazy square.
That weird
the
block
bubbles or the
yeah,
Whatever.
like the
Different
lines or
strokes for
something.
different
You know, that's
folks,
cool if you
but-
like that, but I didn't notice that was in here. But if it is, that's fine too.
Turn it on for fun.
More options, but it's a really nice gallery. It's got some full screening capability
Oh,
there
cool.
in the lower right. You can scroll
I
on
don't
through.
dare touch that button.
You don't. That's pretty good. Why is
But
that?
we see that it's there.
Get a call
Yes,
from
but
YouTube.
it's there. So anyway, that's good. The next one is Metro Weather from Growth Curve.
Nice.
And this taps into the MSN API and gets you some weather information. You can have it auto-detect the user's location,
Ooh.
which is pretty nifty, or
That's
you can have it have a city specified.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty. And it has a couple other templates too. Good Vibes by JB1. This is one of two of JB1's single-page themes. So if you keep scrolling, Matt, you'll see the navigation will kind of follow along with you.
Oh,
nice.
And
Yeah.
so
Ooh.
there we go, boop. Or you can click it and it'll scroll down for you. And so, yeah, this is kind of a new, the popular format, single page site
Making websites.
format. So,
Cool. That's nice.
So that's
That's
one of
it's
them.
got a good look.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then,
I like that look.
yeah, it's got good vibes. And then
Yeah, it's very good.
the Forever theme, the next one, I believe
it
this
will
is
last
also
forever.
this is also a single page theme, if I'm not mistaken. So if you click one of those.
Oh yeah, I can see the little highlight.
Uh-huh.
underneath.
Yeah, there you go. So this is another one that's got kind of a blue flavor to it,
Right.
which is nice. And you got the big stretch image up
Apparently
there at the top.
it's future proof
Yeah.
because of the
Do
foreverness.
yourself a favor.
Cool.
And so
That's cool.
So those are the two single pages from JB1 that have made it through.
Very
which is
nice.
Good. And then there are three more standard themes from JB1 coming up. First Class. This is more of your standard,
That's nice.
atomic pages, if you will, that
Mhm.
actually go to different pages. And this got a little template there for your image, it looks like, which is kind of nice. A description popped down.
That's a cool, man.
Yeah. So
Those look nice.
looks nice. First Class. And then Twice as Nice by
Twice as
JB1.
Nice.
This one has kind of a little slideshow down here using backstretch, which is cool. Things look great. Twice as Nice.
I like that. All these
Yeah, this
themes
is
are
really
getting-
nice.
They're getting
I like
more and
this
more
one a lot.
appy by the day. That's
Yeah.
solid. There's no reason to force someone who just needs a website to build it entirely out of Legos.
Mhm.
Sell them the castle. They can
Yeah.
always add some Legos later. Just include the stuff.
Yeah, agreed.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so it's looking nice and it's got a little bit of responsivity. Yeah, both those themes are responsive as well. I believe all these JB1 themes are responsive, just to reiterate. Express, also by JB1. This one has a nice effect where if the
Ooh,
title and the
parallax.
navigation fades out, if you do that again, Matt, Looks pretty neat. Yay, and then it goes away, so watch it slowly fade away.
It's like I'm descending through the clouds.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's true.
Wow, man.
That's a very nice little parallax effect. So also responsive and looking good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And then
Whoa.
next up, we got Nova by Vidal. And this is another nice, clean. It's got a cool slideshow there.
Pink.
Responsive.
Guys, bringing color to the world.
Thank goodness someone is.
It's nice and clean. Just
Nice.
It's
It
got a
does
little
look nice.
gallery at the
yeah,
bottom.
it's got a few features in there.
Cleany look.
Social blocks. And,
Uh-huh.
Fast Pay by Deep Groove. This is a payment gateway for a South African payment method that was just recently approved. So if you have things that need to be sold down yonder, then this is your gateway, it seems.
Pay fast.
Cool.
Yeah, and it
Sweet.
goes quickly, apparently. And last but certainly not least is, let's see, C5DK Multilingual Content Block by, you guessed it, C5DK.
Nice.
This is a interesting template, I believe, for the content block. I could be wrong though, but what
I
it
think it's
does
its own standalone
is it its
block.
own block. Okay, it's its own block, and what it does is you can create different translations for like a certain block of content, and then these little buttons appear above the block, and you can switch, kind of toggle between the different translated text. So it's kind of a light internationalization kind of deal.
Nice.
And that's all we have.
Well,
Lots of
that's
good stuff.
plenty. That's not all. That's
Yeah, that's
plenty.
great.
Well done, Mr.
Great.
Evan Cooper.
Yeah.
Fantastic job taking the baton and
Making some good choices.
choosing it up.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you, sir. I think it's time to fight the Octocat.
I think so.
What did we get in yet?
All right, Andy. What did we get and get?
Well, let's see. We've been killing the Git monster pretty well over the last few weeks. I haven't been
Mike.
talking about it too much. That's all Mike. He's doing an excellent job in there. This is one of the larger things that we've gotten over the past few weeks, so I wanted to talk about it. There's a few other pull requests other than the three that we're kind of showing here on the monitor. This is a pull request that deals with how we run some of the tasks that we have to do while developing Concrete5. So when we're making changes to our JavaScripts or CSS or things like that, we typically have run some scripts in the past that take care of combining all those files down and minifying them for good performance. And we have used our own sort of homegrown shell scripts to do that in the past. And that has worked, but it's hard to get. We don't have tons of instructions on how to get other people up to speed with using those homegrown tools, and they are a little bit limited as well. So through work from Mlocati and from our own Mike Lay, we have started to standardize on using Grunt, which is an automated. That's right. It's an automated an automation tool. Provided through the Node package manager, and there's instructions in our README file on how, in the build directory in the main repository of Concrete5 for how you can get up to speed using this. And it's a standardized way to build a JavaScript and CSS. And then one of these pull requests is Mlocati taking this further and really integrating our trans effects internationalization files with this as well. So there is a grunt task in there as well that we are in the midst of putting through its paces that will actually download all of the different translation files from transfx in whatever state they're in and stick them in the languages directory as well.
Nice.
So in the big picture, we're going to be using Grunt for all of the sort of automation tasks that we do to prepare for a build. Right now, we are using it for the day-to-day maintenance stuff like building JavaScripts and CSS. And it's nice. It's got it's a lot more verbose than our old method was. It's kind of self-contained, so it's not, you don't have to, it will take care of installing all the dependencies for you, and it should make working with these types of tools a lot easier and easier for people to get up to speed, and it's great.
So I suppose one of those standard solutions to problems.
Yes.
Makes sense to use them.
Yeah, very good.
Yay. Well, thank you. That's great. Definitely one of those things that came out of a problem that, frankly, we didn't have because we knew how the scripts worked.
Yeah.
But community wanted, community did the work. Easy to approve it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love
Nice
it.
job.
Good job. Are we showcasing?
Yeah.
I think we're showcasing.
And now for the showcase session.
Yes, yes, after my own heart, apparently Napalm Records is built with concrete5. That's awesome. I will take a moment to admit that being from Cleveland at 17, I was a proud leader of the Cleveland Mosh Squad and was just a moment away from getting Slamberby Slam tattooed on my arm. Happily, I did not, and
Great choice.
great choice. Thank you, thank you. There was moments of wisdom in those days. My own tastes tend to be a little
These are awesome.
less intense, but these days. But this is awesome, nonetheless.
This is
I'm
awesome.
sure
This is a
Greg
serious
is
site.
probably very happy wherever he's at. But yeah, this is a website, and there's some awesome content. There is some cool interactive stuff going on. There's like a directory that they've made of the bands. So if you go in here, I'm not sure exactly how they did this, but you can see they've got this alphabetical listing, and then you can like resort it. If you click by sort by genre up top, you can see from the URL that something's happening.
Yeah.
Sort equals genres. I don't know if they've done that from scratch or if they've maybe repurposed some
there's a band single
marketplace
page in
tool or something.
Looks
but,
like, maybe they're using custom attributes to filters by genres.
Quite a few bands on this label. These guys are not messing
Yeah, no,
around.
it's a serious look.
Fairyland.
Gothic metal.
Die Bernstein Kindermass.
I like the Viking folk metal.
Yeah, there you go.
That is awesome stuff, man.
That's my music.
Crimfall.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So, if you like this,
Awesome.
you're awesome, and you should check out Napalm Records and recognize that you can build just about anything you want out of concrete5. If you don't like death metal, I suppose that's okay. I can understand why you might not. There's all sorts of stuff built with concrete5. So, next week we'll do some like I don't know, singer-songwriter type stuff.
A little more mellow.
Something mellower. But there you go. There's an awesome showcase. Now I think it's time to do something new. What is it?
I think we're gonna do. How would we do that?
How would we do it?
How would we do that? Good sir.
We've got all sorts of stuff to talk about today. We're actually mildly more prepared than we were last time.
I've been trying.
I feel like we're doing better today.
I think
so let's see. We've got a couple of questions that people have posted in various media forms recently and just online. We are actually hanging out in IRC right now. If you,
We are.
yeah, we are. It's because we're rolling old school. I fired up all those scripts you wrote in '96.
That's right.
And all these files are coming in.
Yeah.
No, but we are. If you are on IRC or are old school enough to know what that means, we are in Freenode concrete5. We are also watching Twitter, and that's about all we're going to do right now. So we got a few questions. We've also started doing something that we've been threatening to do for a long time. We are making granular how-to videos that are just a quick taste. So we've had longer screencasts in the past. If you are adventurous on YouTube, you've probably discovered that we actually post a lot of our training materials just as kind of raw screen captures, just to make the world a better place. But now Matt is actively spending energy putting together 1 to 5 minute videos that are, how do you comb your hair with concrete5?
Awesome.
Part of the larger Getting Dressed collection. So Matt's going to play one of those for you now.
Awesome.
Let's take a look at how you'd add tracking code to your concrete5 website. Now, if you wanted to add the exact same snippet of tracking code to every page across your site, you can use the dashboard's tracking codes page. Click the intelligent search field when you're logged into your website and start typing tracking codes. You'll see the tracking codes page appear in the search results right here. Click that, and you'll be taken to the dashboard's tracking codes page. The text field here lets you paste in whatever sort of tracking code you like. This is a snippet from Google Analytics that I copied earlier. And you can choose here whether you want concrete5 to insert this code in the footer of the page or up in the header. I'll choose the header. When I'm ready, I'll click Save. And let's return to our website and see where that tracking code got added. I'll take a look at the HTML source. Scrolling down here, I can see that my tracking code got added right where I expect it to in the header of my page. Now, if I wanted to have different tracking code on different pages in my site, or only add tracking code to a specific page, I could do so using a custom page attribute. This is built in with concrete5, and you can find it by mousing over the edit pencil icon here and clicking Properties. Now click the Custom Attributes tab here and scroll down until you find Header Extra Content in the left side menu of available attributes. Go ahead and click that, and you'll get a text field here where you can paste in whatever tracking code you like. So I'll paste in that code again and click Save. Let's take a look at our source code for the page once again. And here's our tracking code right where we expected it to be. So that's how you can easily add tracking code to your site with concrete5.
Oh, that was an easy one. Good job, Matt. I know he's already got a pile of other ones. I didn't want to sit here and just watch him queue up 5-minute videos over and over again. But there's going to be more and more of that. Those are going to be posted individually on their own in YouTube land. And we'll probably put together some little TV training section on the new site when we get around to that.
Quick hitters.
Quick hitters.
Quick
Woo,
hitters.
you're killing it,
Done.
man. That's nice. I don't know. I know personally sometimes I don't really want to sit through a 45-minute video that starts
agree.
with what I'm going to teach you today.
Yeah, no, I totally
I'm
agree.
done. So,
nice.
Good. It's good. So we have a couple of questions here from the community.
Shake it in the thing.
All respect, Craig Ferguson. So John PDX, question for my favorite TV show, Totally Random. Now that the Google App Engine supports PHP, will C5 run there? Yes and no. It will run, but there's no file system.
This is what Mike has told
Yeah,
us.
so the answer that Mike gives was yes, except there's no file system. So yes, you have a car, but there is no gas tank. I'm sure a crafty, clever person could figure out a way to hook it up to S3 and make it all magically work.
Yeah.
And pay pennies a month.
I know that other similar cloud solutions without persistent storage, people have gotten concrete5 to work there. It's not going to work out of the box without some tinkering either on the concrete5 side or on the App Engine side. But
Nothing.
I would say that
unhealthy.
it would work, but we don't really know all the steps that would be required.
Yes, it will work, but the last mile has not been automated.
Agreed.
So worth checking out.
Absolutely.
Probably an opportunity there for someone
A great how-to
A
opportunity
great how-to.
as well.
Maybe that some pull requests would emerge. Perhaps there could be some type of add-on or something. I don't know. But much of what you would need to make it work is there. So mostly. Another question from Twitter user Ollie McFarlane. Howdy. Are you planning on going for the latest jQuery in 5.7? Concrete 5.7, which we've been working on all year and continue to bake away at. jQuery 1.7 is killing him. Killing him.
Well, good luck. Good news.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, see you guys. Good news,
Yes.
Ollie McFarlane. We are currently in 5.7. We are using the latest stable 1.9. So as you may or may not know, jQuery is at a weird spot where they have two sort of most recent versions. One is 2.0 and one is 1.9. And as far as I understand, they are fairly there's feature parity between the two of them, but 2.0 drops compatibility for some older browsers, and as a result gets faster and uses less space. This is more compact, which is nice. So in that regard, we'd love to go to 2.0. I believe it drops support for IE8, which we will probably be doing in 5.7 from the editing perspective, but unfortunately we use jQuery for front-end stuff as well throughout concrete5, and so I don't think we could make the blanket decision across the board that no sites using concrete5 would be IE8
I'm
incompatible.
afraid
So
that's pushing it a little
Yeah.
far for the corporate environment. There
Yeah.
are big places that still are perfectly happy with
Yeah.
someone running their old Windows version of IE8. So.
yeah, so we are going to be upgrading from 1.7. We're using 1.9 currently in our development branches, and that will continue to be the case.
You know what this reminds me of, though?
What's
The
that?
conversation we had over there about PHP.
Oh
You're
yeah,
going to commit to that?
yeah. Let's
You
commit.
can't
to
go
it.
back
Yeah,
and do
no,
this.
we've already written so much code
All right.
that.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh yeah. This is exciting. We are going to in Concrete 5.7. We are upping the system requirements to PHP 5.3.
There you go.
So there will be some upgrade pane around sites that are running on PHP 5.2 and want to go up to Concrete
some upgrade
5.7.
pane, period.
But unfortunately, there will be, as Francis said, there will be some upgrade pane regardless. And there will definitely be a path for that. It may not be the smoothest path.
It'll be a mountainous
There will definitely be a journey. It might be of 10,000 steps.
switchbacks up the side of a
Yeah,
mountain.
exactly.
I'm sure there'll be some way to do it, but
Yes.
5.7 is so deeply different in so many ways
Yes.
that we're kind of taking the philosophy of let's make it awesome and worry about how you get there later.
Yeah, and part of that is using some of the features that PHP 5.3 has to offer. So we are going to be committed to that, and that is an official announcement.
That's an official announcement. I know it's been a request for a long time because PHP 5.2 is end of life, right?
Yeah, and we've had to bend over backwards to do certain object-oriented stuff in the past. And you know, in the past, hasn't made sense. It hadn't been out for long enough when we've done some of our stuff. But you know, at this point, it is about 4 years. So since 5.3 was officially released.
No, I don't think that means
Stable
that we're
now and-
necessarily going to rewrite everything
No.
to be an absolutist Object 5.
No, but the new stuff
will.
will definitely take advantage.
It'll be a lot happier for you.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
that's
I
nice.
forgot about that.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations. What's all this then? All right, so now I am segueing into the stream of consciousness here. In IRC, I see M. Lucati asking questions about internationalization. So, and he has been spearheading with Remo a lot of work in that vein, which we deeply appreciate.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job.
They have been doing a great job. Those pull requests you're talking about is coming from that. And will we be automating the content that shows up on the developer translate page to kind of reflect the absolute latest language packs from Transifex and whatnot? And this, if I'm understanding the question right, I think it kind of ties in with a question that we were dealing with on the forums a week or two ago about when you install Concrete 5. We would all, I think, certainly I, but we would all like it so there would be a drop down that said what language would you like it to run in, defaulting to English because of, you know, us only speaking English, but you know, with as many options as are viable down there. Now I know some languages that Concrete 5 works in, like Japanese, actually require some re-engineering behind the scenes. So Katz and his crew in Japan, hi Katz, they actually have to suffer through work every time that we do a version release and change things around. And you know, in the big picture, maybe there's stuff we can be doing that would make that
Yeah, I'd love it if we didn't
better.
have
If
to
we
do that.
knew
but-
everything about that, that'd be awesome. I mean, I know we have gotten better about that in you know, things of just like date formats and that kind of stuff
Yes.
over the years. But I think at some point, you know, if you're going to make it work in, I don't know, introduce Arabic or something where things, you know, you're probably going to need to do some basic stuff.
Some of
that-
the
may not
even
work
the
in a drop
widgets
down.
need to get larger to accommodate.
So
German
putting
text,
aside the fact that
stuff
there
like
may be, you know, non-romantic language versions of Concrete 5 that just have to be dealt with as a separate build, it would be awesome if as many languages that could work as an actual language pack were just in that drop-down on install and just worked. Where I think there's been kind of like some back and forth in terms of just technical philosophy is how automated should that process be.
Yeah.
And my take is there should be a actual human-driven process when a stable version of Concrete 5 is ready to release. We should go to the tool that we use for managing translation, which is Transifex, and it has some cool workflow things. It tells you how complete a language is, and there should be some, you know, a forum with some emails, and hey guys, you really got to get Italian done, you know, and German's way ahead of the game, or maybe the other way. I'm not making any judgments. Maybe French should be first. But, you know, it should be done.
Yeah.
it should be included in the core.
Yes.
It should be stable, and it shouldn't be changing underneath. So I know we kind of backed away from an idea of that install page could go and hit Transifex in real time and just get the absolute latest language pack. So it was always the freshest, best ever. I know that is it makes me feel old, but I know that is a kind of a developer's philosophy these days of like, should always be running off of yesterday's build on something and like that. You know, for some problems that probably makes a lot of sense. On things as complicated as this, I think you end up creating a lot of problems for yourself.
Well, and I mean, we accept bug requests based off of particular versions. It would be rough if the language pack that those versions were running was constantly
changing. So I think in the interests of taking things the last mile and making concrete5 something that moms around the world can use without having to hire folks like us to figure out why only parts of it are working. We want to try to create a curated some type of testing process that is driven by people. Now, if there are tools that we can use to automate the pain as part of that process, we are 100% for it. But we would always want to use those tools and have a human look at that and say, yeah, this looks great, and I'm going to post it, and I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight knowing that that is not changing underneath me. So if I'm understanding this question correctly, and it's quite possible I'm not, I probably would not want to automate the entire content of our developer/download or our developer/translate page. I might put a widget on there showing like what the current status is of different languages or something.
Transifex has those available.
Yeah, or here's languages that are under development and we could use help on whatever the emerging languages, anything like that. But to me, I want to keep a very a firewall, if you will. What we're willing to call latest stable should include finalized content that is not changing. Booyah. What is Andy's shirt for?
I don't know.
It's super hipster, dude. Natural industry.
I know. Some people have said that it looks like some kind of Hunger Games thing. It's not Hunger Games thing. I don't even know what that is.
The makers of the ADX makers logo or something. Or you got like a hop thing.
I know it's like a Julius Caesar type of deal, and then a wrench, and then some upside down.
It's a Caesarian shirt. It's kind of blue, wasn't it?
That's dark.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, that's totally fine.
What else do we have?
The answer to that question is I don't know.
The answer is I'm not sure, but there's our philosophy on it. Here NT wants to know if themes sell. Sure they do. Good themes sell very well. The advice that we would all offer you if you're interested in making themes is please do it and build it. I know it's called a theme, but think of it as a mature website that you are giving someone.
Yeah.
And this has been hard for us to, we're learning as much as everyone. But like, don't give me plain yogurt with like 16 different image galleries to choose from because no one cares. And every time I install one of those things, it does most of what I want, but not all of it, and it ends up being a very frustrating experience when you go and sign up with insert closed source posted web solution McGee here, and admittedly you can't do anything close to what you can do with concrete5, but what you can do always works.
Yeah, it does what it does.
Does what it does. Well. So we're definitely trying to take a lot of lessons from that. If you're going to build themes you want them to sell and be part of the ecosystem moving forward, include the image galleries.
Yeah.
Include if it's got the more the better. Think of it as an application you are building and selling, and then price it appropriately. People pay $50 if it's a good thing. It doesn't need to be $10 or $15 fee.
Yeah.
Give them some quality. What else do we got? Beer and bikes. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
I'm for that.
That seems like a shirt that Andy would wear. I don't know. What else do we have here? That's pretty good. We'll worry about using a beta version of jQuery and C5. We would not use a beta version of jQuery. No, jQuery currently in 1.11 beta. Huh?
No, instead of 1.9. There's probably 1.10.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
We will look at the latest 1.x branch to include. We typically develop against jQuery and then throughout that development process swap it out with the latest stable of jQuery. So we'll try and ship with whatever's latest stable. It just won't be 2.
I am not going to comment on labels versus icons at any point in the next 6 months. That'll work itself out. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's all the questions we got. It's been totally random, guys. See you soon.
Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time.